December 28th, 1968, Vallejo, California. Shot David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen in their car in the Lover's Lane. 6 months later, another young couple, Darlene Farron and Mike Magu, are also shot in Vallejo, California in a Lover's Lane. Both shootings are called in and claimed by the same man. However, Mike Magu survives and is able to depict a description of the man. Heavy-set man, dark brown hair, glasses, and 26 to 30 years old. August 1st, 1969, 3 copies of the same letter addressed by the Zodiac is sent to the San Francisco Chronicle, San Fran Examiner, and Vallejo Times-Herald. Signed by his infamous pendant with a circle and cross through it, the letter explains the murders and takes responsibility for them. This man also explains his name is the Zodiac. Letter also includes ciphers that the Zodiac says will reveal his identity. He demands the cipher be printed or he'll kill again. They print it so they aren't at fault. A week later, an ordinary couple, Donald and Betty Harding, crack the code. Although it doesn't reveal his identity, it does reveal the Zodiac's troubling after-death perspective. The cipher reads, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all. To kill something living is the most thrilling experience. It is even better than getting your rocks off with a girl. The best part of it is when I die, I will be reborn in paradise, and all that I have killed will become my slaves. I will not give you my name because you will try to slow down or stop my collection of slaves for my afterlife." September 27th, 1969, Brian Hortnell and Cecilia Shepard picnicking at Lake Napa when behind a tree a man wearing all black, an executioner's mask, and a large white cross symbol on his chest. He tricks them, saying he is an escaped convict, and if they help him escape, he will let them live. He then ties them up and stabs each multiple times. Zodiac then points his cross on their car with the dates of all the murders said by stabbing. However, by sheer luck, Brian Hornell survives. October 11th, 1969, taxi driver Paul Lee Stein is shot in the head from the back seat. A teen saw a man flee the scene, matching previous descriptions of the Zodiac killer. Despite the description, the police dispatcher calls the suspect out for being black. Later, 2 patrolling cops see a man fitting the description, but when he is seen as white and male, they ask if he has seen anything mysterious and let him walk away, rather than confronting him. October 13th, 1969, Zodiac writes a letter mocking police and threatening children. The letter reads, "This is the Zodiac speaking. I am the murderer of the taxi driver over by Washington Street and Maple Street last night. To prove this, here is a blood-stained piece of his shirt. I am the same man who did the people in the North Bay area. The SF police could have caught me last night if they had searched the park properly, instead of holding road races with their motorcycles, seeing who could make the most noise. The car drivers should have just parked their cars and sat there, quietly waiting for me to come out of cover. School children make nice targets. I think I shall wipe out a school bus some morning. Just shoot out the front tires and then pick off the kiddies as they come bouncing out." 5 months later, Kathleen Johns is driving at night with her baby when suddenly a car signals her to the side of the road. After the man checks her tire for her, something is wrong and she accepts a ride from him. This is when the man tells her he is going to throw her baby out of the car window and then kill her. Just before getting on the major highway, they stop at a light briefly, and Kathleen bolts into a field, hiding with her baby for her dear life. The man can't find them and gives up. In a letter not too long after, he references this, and the Zodiac takes responsibility for it. The letter reads, "This is the Zodiac speaking. I am rather unhappy because you people will not wear some nice Zodiac buttons, so I now have a little list, starting with the woman and her baby that I gave a rather interesting ride for a couple a couple hours one evening a few months back. That ended in me burning her car where I found them. 1974, the Zodiac writes his last letter stating he killed 37 people. Cipher reads, I hope you are having lots of fun and trying to catch me. That wasn't me on TV, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will be sending me to paradise all the sooner. Because I have enough slaves to work for me wherever else has nothing when they reach paradise, so they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise, death. Despite the letters, codes, and police descriptions, the Zodiac killer has never been found. Although there are multiple suspects who perfectly fit the Zodiac, not enough evidence was ever found to convict anyone. First suspect is Arthur Lee Allen. The reason people believe Allen is the Zodiac is because he was at the lake the day the couple was killed there and came home covered in blood holding a knife. A friend also remembers Allen calling himself the Zodiac before any murders. After these reports, police searched his trailer and found bits of dead animals, bloodied knives, and sexual objects. He was also jailed right when the killing stopped. DNA didn't match, however, as he was known to have other people lick his stamps for them. Second suspect is Earl Van Best Jr. His son actually believed he did it, as Earl matched the description after the cab driver was killed, and number of his letters in his name matched the number of letters in the name of the ciphers of the Zodiac killer. Finally, the third suspect is Lawrence Kane, lived in the area that each victim lived or died in. Darlene Farron's sister also told police that Kane had been stalking Darlene before she was murdered. One of the cops who stopped the man at the Stein murders said Kane looks like the man exactly that was stopped. Because of the alternating victimization and murder method, competing law enforcement, and public interference, the police were unable to ever truly identify the Zodiac killer, and that is why his case is one of the most intriguing in history.